What Remy Ma says here is crazy. Check this out.
What are you talking about? Y'all don't know what people have. Y'all don't know what people have. Y'all don't know. Actually, my ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included. Yeah.
Believe me when I tell you, a woman does not care if you're a nice guy. If you wait on her to get out of jail, if you suppress your masculinity, the lack of her femininity will rule the relationship. The result will always be the same. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to place the blame on either one of them because they both messed up. We must pay attention to the facts, patterns, and data instead of acting on emotionalism. I predicted a long time ago that this relationship wouldn't last, not because I'm a pessimist, but because I've been studying the relationship between the black woman and black man for over 20 years, and I've noticed many patterns of both successful and unsuccessful relationships. I'm also a single father of one, and I've lived with my daughter's mother for over 15 years, so I'm more than qualified to speak on and analyze these topics. I also want you to know nothing I say is a monolith, meaning there will obviously be outliers and exceptions to the rules. I speak in general terms, and everything I say applies to most people, considering anything over 51% is most. Remy Ma is a popular, relatively successful, and well-known New York rapper. Born in the South Bronx on May 30th, 1980, she is the winner of 2 BET Awards for Best Female Hip Hop Artist, 2005 and 2017, 2 Vibe Awards, and 2 Source Awards. She's been nominated for 4 Grammy Awards, and she also received a BET Hip Hop Award and a Soul Train Music Award in 2016 for All the Way Up with Fat Joe and French Montana. Reminisce Smith is by no means a Rihanna or Cardi B, but she is way more successful, influential, and recognized than Papoose, aka Shamala Mackie. My god, the man's name is Shamala, which might explain a lot. Papoose's accolades include the Justo Mixtape Award for Best Underground Artist in 2005, 1 Grammy nomination in 2023 for Album of the Year, for his collaboration with Mary J. Blige on Good Morning Gorgeous. Additionally, Papoose signed a $1.5 million contract with Jive Records in 2006. More recently, he was named the head of hip-hop at TuneCore. Pap is widely respected in the streets as a gifted rapper. Maybe the illusion of street respect deluded him from seeking mainstream and ultimately more financial success in his craft. This is a mistake the modern man must never make. It's safe to say, as cute as they looked in Happier Days, these two were definitely a mismatch off rip. Modern female rappers have mostly masculine traits since rap music is generally masculine. As Remy said in the clip earlier, my ex was the lowest income person I ever dated, which means she genuinely loved him at the time they got together, but it was a mistake. Now here's the lesson both sexes must learn from this example. Women, if you are financially successful, make 6 figures, and you're over 25, the chances of you finding your match, not what you think is your match, but your actual match, is very slim. In Remy's case, she dated down and married Papoose. For Nicki Minaj, it's Kenneth Petty. For Rihanna, it's A$AP Rocky. You think you love men like this, but you actually don't. Not long term, anyway. What you love is the temporary feeling of emotionalism, equality, and compatibility with the feminine man, the man that will never meet your financial success, so you are forever destined to be the breadwinner. Biologically, over time, you will lose respect for this man. He will slowly but surely turn you off and dry you up when you get to know his deep innermost being. There's a reason why he's not as financially successful as you are. There's a reason why he wants to stay at home and take care of the house and the kids while you go out, promote, work, and be the man that he's supposed to be. The inexperienced will not understand. Their idealism will blind them to the truth and the facts, the data and statistics. What do you think you'll do when you get among your male peers, men who are just as successful and in many cases more successful than you and your placeholder combined? It might just be his looks, it might just be his aura, a man that so many women want and can never have, who is right over there in your reach, who you would happily submit to, as you should. Do you think you'll stand from afar and just admire him, as your inward juices flow and you feel your heart pumping out of your chest as he approaches and then hugs you? When you feel the energy of his embrace and his smell, you assimilate and experience what a real man feels like. Do you mean to tell me you'll suck it all in and act rationally? Be disciplined enough to know you shouldn't get close to a man like this and avoid him at all costs? Or will you stand in your fake masculine bravado and lie to yourself? Yeah, we can be platonic friends. It's cool if we hang out alone and talk over some drinks. I'm not an adult human female with spontaneous emotions. I'll be fine. Good luck with that. You might do it once, twice, or a few times, but you will eventually break. You are experiencing what the man has traditionally experienced while his wife was at home tending to the kids, an assumed focused and faithful woman. That's Kenneth now. That's Rakim now. That's Shamla now. These men are happily taking the woman's place through laziness disguised as empathy because, truth be told, they may be acting in good faith, but they have not begun with the end in mind. Biology is undefeated. Power seeks power. No man wants to be the best at his craft or the top of his field, to be average, to be normal. Same thing for the modern woman. You don't strive to earn six figures and compete with men to be normal. You seek power, the power of money, the power of having the most physically desirable men at your beck and call. You want it all, and the world tells you you can have it without paying the price. A powerful masculine woman can only coexist long term with a weak feminine man. Yin and yang, opposites attract, and soon one force will repel the other if ignored. Men, do not tolerate the masculine woman. Unless you can tame her masculinity, leave her alone. Unless she goes 100% into her feminine in your presence, genuinely and automatically, you're not it. You're out of your league. If a woman won't date you unless you make six figures, you'd be wise not to take her seriously. She's basically telling you you're not good enough without the money. Also, have enough self-awareness to know when you should not be with a woman. Step away. The numbers don't lie. Woulda, coulda, shoulda isn't real life. I know many of you won't listen because you're thinking about her smell, the way she makes you feel, and you being inside her, but don't say you weren't warned. Men, be on your purpose. Your place is not behind the woman, supporting her on a journey while you don't have one of your own. If anything, you should strive each day to surpass her. Forget about it if you can't. Flyweights don't qualify for welter or heavyweight fights. The only outcome of fighting out of your league is pain, regret, and embarrassment. Don't be guided by outliers. Number one, you don't know what everyone is doing all the time. Many successful outliers have just not been caught yet. Look at the majority. Put your ego to the side and play the long game. Acquiescing to the woman will not work. Unless you like being dominated, then so be it. There are actual good men and women out there. If you lead with the physical, you are doomed. Both sides. Physical attraction is fleeting, and once you've had your fill, you'll change. It's all mental. Each of us must change how we look for partners. If you base it off what they can do for you, sexually, financially, emotionally, you'll fail miserably because no one is perfect. Start with the end in mind.